My English teacher told me that I needed to study a speech about how languages open doors for young people, and I thought it was my chance to let the world see why I think this is an everyday problem. Yes, have you realized that English has managed the world for the past century or so? It has been a great tool for worldwide communication, yes. But as we say in my country, a person who doesn't know English isn't a person at all. And when you listen to these cool words and you analyze them, you ask yourself, what about my national language? What about all those kids that are being raised with that messed up idea? What about those people that think that they can expect more from life just because they don't know English? Is it ethic to let people think this way? This is the real deal, and I want to ask you, what if you'll work for those men and women, boys and girls, who we can all learn from, by accepting them as they are? Leaving behind if they do or not know English, because English is not the only language in the world. There's a lot of languages that we should all learn from, understand, because it's just for the best of all of us. Okay? Don't you realize that we use languages to inform people around us how we feel, what we desire, and how we question or even understand the world around us? All of us have different customs and different traditional characteristics. And when we learn another language, it is like being part of that culture. And by being part of that culture, you're building another soul. You're adapting to that culture. Years ago, people as Martin Luther King or even Mandela fought for equality. But have you realized that we criticize a lot of small ethnic groups of each of our own countries just because we don't understand their languages or their traditions? Is it fair? Isn't it that called discrimination? Isn't that being racist? Then we're being the same as before, but in a different way of judging. Haven't you noticed that there's lots of campaigns against violence and sexism, but nobody cares about unification? Let me ask you, are you going to wait until someone do things for you? Aren't you brave enough to break with the stereotypes? Isn't it unfair that only people who have the money can have the chance to progress? And that's why I'm here today. I'm not only here to speak and communicate with you. I am here to try to change the way you think, to make you realize that all of us can work as a team and fight this global problem, to make it a global change, to make it a global solution. I think it is important to learn other languages besides our own, because it helps us understand better the people that surrounds us. Not only your country, not only your city, in the world, because we are a community. I wanna tell you that this can only happen if we use three things: effort, sacrifice, and braveness. As once Mandela said, it always seems impossible until it's done. Basically, what I'm asking you to do is to open our minds, to start learning more languages, not only for our future as professionals, but to learn about every square meter in our home, which is called the world. Finally, let me tell you that if we focus into everyday life, learning languages, besides unifying the world, makes you a better person. And if you want to focus on your future, yes, it will make business easier. It will make health global. And there will be more effective professionals. But let me tell you that the best thing we can do is learning languages, because they don't only open doors, it opens hearts. My name is Nicolás Vasco. I want to thank you for your time.